Watch this if your relationship is confusing you. If one moment it feels good and in the next moment you feel something's off, and it leads you to questioning yourself. Not him, yourself. My name is Ofente and I'm a relationship coach, and I help women to heal while they're still in the relationship. Today I want to talk about that confusing dynamic that you find yourself in. The very same thing that has just got you thinking, I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know if I should go. I don't know if I should stay. I don't know what in the world is going on over here. And the first thing that I want to say to you is confusion is not a personality trait. And this is what I mean by that. Okay. It's one of the most destabilizing feelings that you can experience inside the relationship. And I want you to feel validated that it is off kilter, like something's off kilter, something's not all right over here. And when I say it's not a personality trait, what I mean is that it doesn't mean that you're an overthinker. It doesn't mean that you're overly emotional. What confusion is usually is a response. It's a response. It's a response. There's a stimuli in the environment and it's a response. Okay. It's a response to several things. It's a response to inconsistency. It's a response to mixed signals. It's a response to something in your environment not feeling safe. You know that feeling where you're with him and everything just feels all right and dandy. But the moment that you leave or the moment that he leaves, your mind just starts racing, like something is not all right over here. You find yourself replaying conversations. You find yourself analyzing the tone, thinking, I should have said that. I should have said that. Questioning exactly what it is that you said, and even perhaps even wondering what did he mean by saying a certain thing that he said. Okay. And I want to normalize this for you. Like it's normal. Like it's okay that you're going through that. I just want to explain it so that you can understand and know what are the next steps. What do I do now that I know that I'm feeling confused and I feel, a little bit mixed up over here. How do I undo the mixing, right? Or no, that doesn't work. I was trying to find an R&B song. I'm one of those people, as you'll find out, who has a song for every single word that comes out of people's mouths. And I know some people don't have it, but I do. And if you are one of those people, comment down below and let me know. I have a song every time somebody says a word. Let's get back to what we're talking about right over here. This is the nervous system response. Okay. And I want to talk about the nervous system. If you don't know anything about the nervous system, please drop a comment down below if you want me to drop a more in-depth video about the nervous system, a video that's going to help you to understand what it is. I'll explain it as simply as possible so that you get it, because I know we see these terms being thrown around on social media every single day, but sometimes you just don't know what is this girl talking about. So if you want to understand, if you want to have a deeper understanding, I'll give you the breakdown that my therapist gave me when I was learning about the nervous system back in the day. And I think it's really helpful. But let's get back to your nervous system and this particular response. You don't need to know too deeply about the nervous system to understand what I'm about to tell you. Your nervous system, okay, is constantly scanning for safety. Now, it's scanning for safety, not logic, not potential, not truth. No, it's scanning for safety. It wants to make sure that you are all right. And it determines this all rightness using various measures, okay? But one of the ways is consistency. So if somebody is consistent, If somebody is clear in their communication and clear in their energy and their actions, it's clear what they intend. If somebody is emotionally available, automatically your body relaxes. Automatically. Safe people just make you relax because there is no danger in the air. Okay. And this is not to label people as safe and unsafe in the sense of like, vilifying people, but it's just the way that your body responds to them because of the behaviors that they are exhibiting. Okay. With a safe person, you don't need to decode anything. There's no meaning that you have to read into anything. The things are what they are. They what they say is what they mean. Okay. And the thing is that when the opposite is happening, like when someone is hot and cold, blowing hot and cold, when they are present and then they are withdrawn, when they are super loving and then all of a sudden they're just not there anymore, distant and all of that, your nervous system is reading and scanning that behavior. And then it goes into high alert because it's like, there's danger over here. Why is this person a lion and a sheep? Why is this person, hot and why? Something's off. Something's shifty about this character. That's where that word shifty comes to mind. Okay. I'm not calling your man shifty, but I'm just saying there is a shiftiness about this energy. And so your nervous system automatically goes into high alert because it needs to do what? To protect you. Our bodies are so wise. I love this about ourselves. And it's not it's not your enemy. I think a lot of the time, one of the frustrations that I had as I was learning about my own nervous system was like, but like, why did you learn these patterns? Why are you stuck on this thing? No, it's wisdom. It's actual wisdom. Because it knows how to automatically keep you alive. That's its gift. That's the gift, right? And we'll talk about it in another video, but it's about also retraining it to know that it's safe regardless of what's happening in your environment, right? But anyways, this is what your nervous system is doing. And when it's in high alert, often it feels like you are overthinking. It feels like that's the behavior you're engaging in, okay? Because your body is just trying to make sense of something that doesn't feel stable. And that kind of feels like overthinking, if you think about it. So a lot of my clients come to me and they say to me, I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep thinking about it, or I keep thinking about him. And I don't want you to carry that thought with you because you're probably thinking that too right now when you're sitting in relationship confusion. I want to gently replace that question or statement with something about this is not settling well in my body. Because that's factual. You're not making it mean that there's something wrong with you, right? That actually pulls in feelings of shame. You're not making it mean that I did something wrong. That pulls in feelings of guilt. But you're just stating a fact that there's something that's not sitting right in my body about this dynamic over here, about this relationship. Because the truth is that you cannot reach a place of clarity in that state. Clarity does not feel like chaos. It does not feel like confusion. Clarity feels like what people in the church would call the peace that passes understanding. If you've ever experienced that level of peace, even for a moment, for a twinkling, that's heaven. That's the real heaven. That's heaven. That's like, oh my God, like I have no worries in the world. It's peace that passes understanding. In fact, I don't even have a reason to be peaceful, but I am peaceful. Passes understanding. The truth is that clarity does not feel like chaos. And this is where it gets uncomfortable, but it's important. A lot of the time, we stay in that confused state because we're still hoping for clarity from the very same place that created that confusion. We keep looking to him for answers about how we feel. And listen, I'm not here to tell you to stay or leave. That's not my job, okay? I'm not here to give you advice on what to do exactly, but I will tell you this. You cannot make a clear decision from that confused state. So before anything else, we need to slow it down. We need to regulate. We need to come back to ourselves. And if this video is hitting, like deeply hitting, if it's really communicating to you, I want to extend an invite to you to join the Heal Circle. There's a group of women that I have, curated. Every now and again, we have a cohort that opens, and currently we are enrolling at the dropping of this video. But if you find that we've already closed, you are more than welcome to join the waitlist, and I'll let you know when the next cohort opens. In the Heal Circle, the work is to learn how to slow down, how to regulate, how to come back to yourself, and how to bring the noise down, take you out of the noise, and bring you back into a state of clarity. Step by step, I'm holding your hand, and you're in a community with other women. And in this space, this is where it actually just kind of feels like the lights get put on again. You see, like you're in a foggy place. Have you ever driven in a foggy mountain? And then you get to the end of the fog and it's like the fog gets lifted. That's the work of Heal. That's what we do in the Heal Circle. And it's a 4-week experience. And in that 4 weeks, that's the level of transformation that you can expect. But before you go, watch the next video, because in that video, I'm going to explain exactly why you feel like you can't leave, even though you already know that something is not right.